All right. Shalom Akim out there. Yabashim Shai Brakatah you. Call law Yabashim Shai. Double honors to the apostles. A great millstone and peace and mercy to the elect. Yesterday I did this video called You Negroes, Latinos, Natives are divinely bound by a dietary law. And I had a brother named Memphis Maine write a comment on the board. And I could tell by the comment that, the brother is young in the faith, you know, and then I could even perceive that he's young. He may even be young, young in as far as age. But then also, man, from his icon, I clicked his icon and you can see that he's throwing up some type of it looks like a gang sign or something, and that's not a good vibration, That's how I could tell, maybe he's young or, you need to just clean it up a little bit more, man. You don't want to send forth that type of vibration. I don't know if you haven't changed it, or whatever, but you just want to clean that up. But then when I went to his page, I see he started doing videos about 2 months ago, which is good, man. We need more. We need the scripture said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. So we need as much brethren teaching as possible. And I see he started two months ago, but just within the 2 months, I only see he has about 8 videos up. So I know that for sure. The consistency of this brother need to be cleaned up. You need to clean your consistency up. The scriptures say, give diligence to make that calling and election sure. And it also speaks about working out your own salvation. So, in the spirit of the Lord, I checked out your Law of Liberty video. So I see that he has some understanding and everything like that. He just got to clean things up. Because we at the point in time where, Yahweh Shai is finna be here, and if you ain't did everything to be able to stand before him, you may not make it or something. You want to do everything. We don't know who's gonna make it or not, so you just want to clean up a little bit of stuff of the little things I said, so that you could be more tuned in. But going to the comment though. The vibration, you sound sincere, but the vibration of the comment is off. Let me read it actually. It says, it is not wise to consume all these foods, but the dietary law was for when we got out of Egypt. It has nothing to do with us now. It's prophesied how trash the food will be in this place. No matter what we eat in this place, it's all garbage. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the clothes we put on our body. We're in captivity, but nevertheless, I get what you are saying and doing. So, the comment is partially, it's like, partially right. This is where it's off at. It says, but the dietary law was for when we got out of Egypt. It has nothing to do with us now. Now I don't know what he meant by it, but the vibration, it sounds like we don't have to be under the dietary law, and that's fully incorrect. You see, the dietary law is still in full effect on the nation of Israel right now. It's still in full effect. That's why if you eat all these abominable foods, as you seen in the video I did, it says 10 and 15 years later, heart disease just running the family. You got Big Mama laid out. It shows you that the dietary law is still in full effect, because when we eat wrong, we our bodies have that negative effect on us. You see? So yeah, the brother wrote, no matter what we eat in this place is garbage. Everything we drink, yeah, all of that's garbage. We know that we're gonna eat our food defile amongst the heathen, and then we was gonna have to go to the heathen for the one of all things. But just because we're in captivity doesn't mean we can sin or do whatever. So I understand. From your video, Law of Liberty, I understand that you understand that we're not judged under the law no more, but under grace, and that's true. That's facts. But just because we under grace doesn't mean that we sin still or do whatever. You know what I mean? This Romans 6:15 says, "What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? The Heavenly Father forbid," or the Heavenly Father says no. You know? So just because we under grace, just because, we covered by the blood of Yahushua, it doesn't mean that we can sin still. Yahushua never told us to sin. Actually the Heavenly Father said in Sirach the 15th chapter, the Most High gave no man license to sin. Okay? So, we are not supposed to sin still. We're still under dietary law. You ain't supposed to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and all that stuff. Now, there are certain additives that this devil uses in our food that's hidden, and it comes from pigs and all that. What could we do about that? We know we can't do nothing about that. You go in the store, you pick up some damn rice-a-roni. Say, for instance, you pick up some rice-a-roni. I'll just throw a random food out there. You pick up some rice-a-roni, but one of the ingredients is it's under first off, it's under a different name. It's not under pork, and it's just powdered pork or something, and it's rice-a-roni, and it's just chicken flavored rice-a-roni. Of course, you pick that stuff up. You don't know that stuff is in there. We don't know, but if you go over there and pick up a big pork shoulder, that's something different. That's willfully sinning. So verse 16 says, "Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants you are to whom you obey, whether you sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness." So your actions of how you walk around, are you sinning? Well, if you're sinning, I mean you are a servant to sin. If you're being obedient, that means you're a servant to righteousness. But the way you perform righteousness is by holding faith in it's faith in works, and works come by keeping the law. You see? So Hebrews 10:26 says, "For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifices of sins." So if you want to decide to, eat whatever, if you want to decide to eat whatever, then you basically throwing Yahushua under the bus. Because Yahushua never told us to not keep the law. Yahushua told us to keep the law in various different accounts. So Yahushua didn't show forth that type of energy of we're not under dietary law no more. He didn't show forth that type of energy. You see? All right? So if you sin, you start sinning after you know what the truth is, and then you willfully sin. You eat shrimp, crab, lobster, knowing you're not supposed to eat it. Yahushua blood don't cover you no more. You see? It says, verse 28, I jump down, it says, "He that despiseth Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden under foot the Son of Man, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace." So, in other words, it's a person who back in the ancient world was judged under 2 or 3 witnesses of Moses. How much more now if you trodden the Son of Yahushua underfoot by sinning, doing things willfully? It said the blood of Yahushua no longer covers you because you despise the Spirit of grace. You took grace and you mistreated it. You're not supposed to mistreat your grace. You're supposed to, grace means a period of getting right. So, we know that Yahushua never told us to sin, and you're not supposed to mistreat the grace. You're not supposed to sin. But the different thing that make us sin because we're in captivity is another thing. But to willfully sin, or to say that we're not under the dietary law and eat whatever, that's something else, man. That's wickedness. Matter of fact, Yahushua said in John 14:15, "If you love me, keep my commandments." So we know that. So like I said, The brother sound like he's sincere from his videos, but the vibration of his comment is off. And that's why, hey, the scriptures tell you in, what is that, the last verse, and I believe it's in Proverbs, the 8th chapter. It says, even a fool is wise when he holdeth his tongue. You see? It ain't, a lot of, a lot of you, brethren that just coming into the faith, shit, not just young men, but older men too, that they're young in the faith. A lot of times y'all write comments and y'all could have just held your peace. You could have just held your peace, you know what I mean? You don't need to write a comment every single time or write a comment at all, you know what I mean? Just learn and get it all down packed and see how you could see where you get in, where you could fit in and build the nation, you know what I mean? But like I said, he said, but the dietary law was for when we out of Egypt. It has nothing to do with us now. And that's not, that vibration is off. We are still under the dietary law, even though we're not going to be judged under the law, but judged under grace of Yahweh, the grace that comes by Yahweh Shai, So with that, man, I just want to, just quickly, you know, just expound on that a little further, man. So to the brother Memphis, Maine, just clean it up a little bit more, bro, and keep it and stay strong, man. So with that, hey, shalom, bro. Yabba Shema Shai. Bakatham to you, brother. Shalom.